Edifier does make some really awesome audio equipment, especially when it comes to bookshelf speakers. But their recent aggressive push into the TWS market has also yielded some really impressive products. There's a whole range of TWS earphones from Edifier now, ranging from really affordable ones to premium ones like the Edifier TWS 6 that sports premium Knowles balanced armature drivers. Today, we are checking out one of their more premium offerings, the Edifier TWS NB2. This is actually Edifier's second go at TWS earphones with active noise cancellation, so let's check it out. As usual, let's start with the unboxing. The Edifier TWS NB2 comes clad in a premium packaging that involves a paper sleeve covering a harder box. The front shows off the earphone's design, while the back lists out the features of the earphones. Pretty simple stuff. We received the ivory white variant, so the packaging here also reflects it. The inner box comes with a rather fancy cream coloured leather-like finish. Opening it up, you will see a small envelope which contains all the accessories that come with the Edifier TWS NB2. There are two pairs of replacement ear tips, a USB-C charging cable, as well as a user guide and warranty leaflet. Before we take a closer look at the earphones themselves, let's check out the specifications. The Edifier TWS NB2 comes with 13mm graphene diaphragm drivers that cover the full 20Hz to 20kHz frequency range. It has a rather low sensitivity rating of 94 decibels and a decent 24 ohms of impedance. It only supports the SBC codec over Bluetooth 5.0, and Edifier claims that it will be able to maintain a connection over 10 meters. There's hybrid ANC for playback and noise reduction for calls as well. Overall, the specifications are pretty impressive for a relatively affordable pair of TWS earphones with ANC. The case of the Edifier TWS NB2 is rather standard, as it doesn't come with any sort of fancy features like wireless charging or stuff like that. But what it does have is the capability of providing 3 full charges, and it weighs a mere 41 grams. In fact, the whole package is pretty lightweight at just 52 grams, including the 2 earpieces. The case sports a nice leather-like finish, but it doesn't have any give to the surface as it's just made of hard plastic. Kind of a bummer, but I guess it bodes well for durability. The case opens up to reveal the earpieces lying flat in all their glory. The Edifier TWS NB2 sports a really classy design that combines the off-white body with a little bit of silver around the stem. It's a nice twist on the Golf T design that many TWS earphones have gone for. It definitely looks a lot better than the average TWS earbuds, and I would say that these are probably the nicest looking pair of earphones Edifier has ever made. The logo on the stock also serves as a visual indicator of where the touch sensitive controls are. You can tap the left earpiece twice to switch ANC on and off, or turn on ambient mode. A triple tap toggles the gaming mode. Meanwhile, the right earpiece does what pretty much all Bluetooth earphones can do, which is a double tap to play, pause or answer and end calls, and a triple tap to move on to the next track in your playlist. Despite their rather simple appearance, the earpieces host a total of 3 microphones, one for measuring the ambient noise, one for picking up your voice during calls, and a third one that's actually hidden under the ear tip to allow the ANC system to analyze how well it is doing its job. There's also an IR wear sensor on the bulbous portion of the earpieces that go into your ear, allowing the Edifier TWS NB2 to pause the music automatically when you take them out of your ear and resume playing when you put them back in. The design might fit some people really well, but it also might not work well with some other people's ears. Thankfully for me and the ears on the mini DSP ears system, the design works really well. The Edifier TWS NB2 is also one of the few earphones to support the Edifier Connect app. This app allows you to not only pair the earphones with your phone, but also allow you to play around with the ANC, ambient sound modes, and also tweak other settings of the earphones. You can even adjust the sensitivity of the touch controls here. Unfortunately, there's no EQ adjustment, which I do feel is a sorely missing feature in the app. So, to test the ANC feature, we'll be playing some white noise from the laptop in the background to simulate a rather noisy environment. This is the background noise in our studio without the earphones. And now we'll put the earphones in. The ambient noise mode uses the mic to pick up the ambient sounds around you and channels it into your ears to help you be more aware of your surrounding. The effect is pretty similar to wearing earbuds where there is no seal, which many people do recommend for wearing around when you're walking on the streets where you need to be aware of audio cues like cars honking or people shouting.
Ambient sound.
Once we enable the ANC feature, the difference is really quite stark.
Noise reduction on.
It might not be as silent as what some pricier earphones are capable of, but it is still quite a significant difference from what the earphones can block out passively, even with its stilt design. Now let's check out the gaming mode. Yes, the Edifier TWS NB2 is really packed, so full of features that even comes with a gaming mode. With gaming mode off, there's a rather tangible latency that some might find uncomfortable to game with.
Frontline. Killer drone on standby.
Game mode on.
Turning it on, the latency does appear to be significantly reduced, but there's still a very slight latency that some of the more sensitive users might be able to notice. While it might not be evident in this video, the audio fidelity is also reduced slightly, with less prominent highs when you're listening to music. If you want to experience the best audio experience that the Edifier TWS NB2 can offer, you will need to turn off the gaming mode. But I do applaud Edifier for including the feature as it allows gamers to just keep one good pair of earphones with them that allows them to both listen to music and game.
Friendly predator missile. Reloading! Cover me!
Speaking of listening to music, here's some music through the earphones. Do put on a pair of good headphones to get a feel of the sound offered by the Edifier TWS NB2. It is quite evident the Edifier tuned for a more fun sound profile that delivers copious amounts of bass that makes the bass notes really impactful. However, the vocals and highs do take a backseat when the track involves a lot of bass.
What you want from me? What you want from me? Tell me what it is, don't tell me what it ain't. They try to throw salt, it just made the pressure raise. Going through a phase, gotta get myself out it. Don't talk about it, boy, they said you gotta be about it. So I be trying to face the world head on.
If you listen to EDM or bass heavy tracks, these are really great. If you prefer listening to acoustic or maybe slower vocal intense music, well then all you need to do is actually a quick EQ tuning to rein in the bass a little bit and the Edifier TWS NB2 will sound downright phenomenal.
I ignore the fact that this will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at, 'cause
When it comes to battery life, the Edifier TWS NB2 is capable of a pretty spectacular 6 hours and 35 minutes with ANC on. Turning it off, that's an extra hour and now we are looking at an even longer 7 hours and 40 minutes. Interestingly, while gaming mode lowers the latency, it doesn't seem to affect the battery life at all, allowing us to use it for just as long as when gaming mode is off. Something to take note of is that there is no battery indicator on the case, so you have no idea how much juice is left in the case. The earpieces do report their current battery life to your smartphone, visible either in the Bluetooth settings or the Edifier Connect app, so that's fine. In conclusion, the Edifier TWS NB2 is a pretty great pair of earphones. The only drawbacks are that the bass can be a tad overpowering and the SBC codec might actually be limiting the sound quality that these headphones can offer. The Edifier Connect app could also use an EQ to better flesh out its features. But that's about it for the bad news. On the bright side, the leather-like finishing on the packaging and the charging case is pretty refreshing, and I do appreciate the originality of the design for the earbuds. The gaming mode is pretty effective and it does deliver a pretty good sound if you're okay with it being a bit too bassy at times. I found it really comfortable and the battery life is excellent even with ANC on. And last but not least, it offers great value for money. Since we mentioned value, how much do these cost? Well, they cost a mere RM349, which is less than what you will pay for a decent pair of earphones, sometimes without ANC. So, if you're looking to experience some ANC without breaking the bank, I would wholeheartedly recommend the Edifier TWS NB2 to you. And that's it for our review of the Edifier TWS NB2. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more content like this. I'm Vincent Chan from Poder.net and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!